everyone, this is Mrs. Brown from the Attleboro Public Library. Today I'm going to show you the first of our fall 15-minute family STEAM activities. We are going to make a water wheel. If you would like to request a kit of free materials, then you can contact me at attleborokids@salesinc.org, or you can give me a call at 508-222-7820, and I will gladly put a free kit of materials aside for you. You may already have these things at home, and if that's the case, then you can go to our website to get a copy of the written instructions, and you can watch this video on our Attleboro Library YouTube page. If you do decide to request a free kit of materials, inside you'll find the instruction sheet, which is 2 sides. You'll find a wooden skewer, a styrofoam ball, 2 plastic cups, and 4 of these ice cream spoons. From home, you're going to need some water. You're going to need something to catch the water to put your cups in, and you're going to need something to put some holes in your plastic cups. I used a hole punch, but you could use some scissors or an X-Acto knife. Just make sure you check with your adult to see what they want you to use. So, our first step is going to be putting a hole in our plastic cups. Okay, I'm just going to punch a hole here and then punch a hole in this one so that I have a hole in my plastic cups on each side, right here. The second part, we're going to take our styrofoam ball and we're going to put our ice cream spoons in it. Now, if you look at an ice cream spoon, one part is more rounded and a little bit more paddle shaped than the other side. So what you want to do is take the bigger side, the slightly bigger side, the side you would use to scoop the ice cream, and keep that out while putting the smaller side in. You're going to want to put these ice cream spoons across from each other so that we're going to make our paddle. And then you're going to put the other sides in. Excuse me. So we're going to put these sides into our into our styrofoam ball, so that when you finish, you have something that looks like this. They are across from each other and they're all pointing in the same direction. See, if I could make a circle, all the paddles would be going in the same direction. Then we're going to take our wooden skewer and put it right in the center. And you might have to work it in a little bit, but it will go through the center. Okay, so now I've got something that looks like this. I'm going to put down my aluminum pan because I don't want the water to go everywhere. I'm going to put one side of my wooden skewer in this cup and one side of my wooden skewer into that cup so that I have it in the middle of the cups. I then like to put a little bit of water in each of the cups just to weigh them down so that when I'm doing the experiment, they don't tip over and the water goes everywhere. So I've just got a little bit of water in the cups, enough to weigh it down so they don't spill. All right, so now we're going to see how our water wheel works. Make sure when you set this up, you have some space. See how I can run my fingers underneath my water wheel? That's important if you want your water wheel to turn and not get stuck. If there's not enough space, when it tries to turn, it will just get stuck. All right, so make sure there's something underneath. Then you're going to take the water. Now we want the paddles to move, so I'm going to pour the water onto the paddles. And there we go. We have made a homemade water wheel. Now, if I pour the water faster, the wheel spins faster. If I pour the water slower, it takes a little bit more for the wheel to spin. So you can experiment with this and see how fast and slow you can make it. If you have more of these at home, you could put more paddles in and see how that changes. Can you make your water wheel change direction? These are the things that we need to experiment with, and I would love to see how it comes out. So why would we make a water wheel? What can this do? Well, a water wheel is full of kinetic energy. Perhaps you've heard the term hydroelectricity. Hydro means water. It means taking the force of the water and turning it into electricity. What happens when this, which is full of kinetic energy, and the water pushes on it, it takes that kinetic energy and it converts it to electricity. The force of the moving water is pushed up against these paddles here, pushed up against the paddles, which makes the paddles turn, makes them rotate. That rotation of a real water wheel is then connected to a generator, which helps store the power and makes the electricity. So picture this as a big machine connected to another machine, and that would make electricity. On the flip side of your instruction sheet, I've given you lots of information about water wheels, hydropower, the pros, the cons, why we might want hydropower, why hydropower might be a bad thing. And I would love to hear your thoughts and see your experiment. So if you want to shoot me an email, and I'd love to hear from you. Thank you for joining me for this. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.